Welcome to Learn How to Paint in Acrylics. My name is Michael Pickett, and today's lesson will be Spirit of Halloween. And I hope you enjoy the show. Let's go to my studio, and I'll show you how it's done. Now we'll just take our brilliant blue with our number 10 brush and we'll cover that whole canvas. And once the canvas is completely covered, we're going to take our sock and we're going to wipe away that paint. By wiping away the paint, we're letting the pencil show through, and that'll be our guideline to paint. Now we're going to add some black to our brilliant blue, and we're going to fill in the background. We're going to use our number 2 brush, and we'll get the paints mixed in. And we'll just get kind of a medium blue. There we go. It's dark enough to make the sky look like nighttime, but light enough to let the trees show through when we create the shadow of the trees up against the background. You don't have to be really perfect in going in between the tree limbs with your brilliant blue and your black, because you'll be adding those branches back in later. Now we're going to get our yellow, and then we're going to get some white. Now as you notice that we have bats drawn over the top of the moon. Whoops, I've covered up too much of the bats, but I can't see them through the thick paint, so I'll just go ahead and wipe the paint down a little bit so I can see the bats. Now I can see them. I'll just go back and start painting around them. This is so much fun. Isn't that music scary? Ooh, I'm scared. Well, anyway. It sounds like an old church organ in a haunted house. That's pretty cool. Now, can you give an evil laugh? Let me hear your evil laugh. I'm going to start first. Can you do that? Good. Isn't that fun? Okay, as you can see, we're outlining the bats and we're filling in the moon. Looks a little batty to me. I know, I'm just trying to be funny. Okay, now we're going to switch over to our fan brush, and we're going to take the fan brush in with our Hooker's green and mix it up real good. Hooker's green and black. Basically, we're taking our Hooker's green and darkening it with our black. And since it's nighttime, we have to have a real dark green. And we're going to put it in the front. Now we're going to get some burnt umber and some white and yellow together. And we're going to create the moon reflection light on the headstone. And then a little bit of the burnt umber on the shadowed side of the headstone. And then just a little bit of light with the dark to get a medium tone for the front of the headstone. We're going to be working on our trees using the number 2 brush, burnt umber and Hooker's green. And that combination leaves a really dark color. The burnt umber kind of mutes the Hooker's green, and it just kind of creates a tree bark at night. Just kind of cool. We'll get the main branches of the trees filled in. Now we got our zero brush and some black, and we're going to fill in the bats over the moon. The scary little bats. Now how can bats be scary? Because they're so cute. We'll get them all filled in. Okay, now we're going to mix black, our burnt umber, and hooker's green together, and we're still using our zero brush, but we're going to detail those tree branches. We're going to take the branches and put them out there at random and try to make the tree really scary. Now we'll work on the other tree, and we'll make that one scary too. Isn't this fun? Build in the grass shadows in front of the sky and in front of the tombstone. We'll just fill in the front there. We'll darken the side of the tombstone a little bit. Now we'll add the RIP. Do you know what that stands for? Rest in peace. Okay, now we're going to work on the moonlight that's reflecting off the tree branches in the foreground. Then we'll just mix our yellow and white and a touch of black with a little touch of burnt umber to kind of diffuse it a little bit. And we'll just add it onto the side of the branches. You see where the light is reflecting off the trees? Now isn't that cool? And then you do that throughout all those branches, just on the one side. And you do it on the side facing the moon. It's pretty cool, huh? Now we'll take some moonlight and reflect it behind the tombstone. Now we'll go onto the side of the tree. We'll work our way up. We'll get each of those little branches. It makes the branches stand out. And we'll add more highlights on the other branches. Now we'll add some reflected moonlight onto the grass in the foreground and the side of the tree. First of all, we're going to get some yellow and white, and we're going to detail up there in the moon. And add a little bit more yellow and thin out some of those branches. We'll add some reflected light into the light reflected areas of the tree. And now we'll brighten up the top of the tombstone just a little bit more. Okay, now we're going to add some black and burnt umber and hooker's green together on our fan brush, and we're going to fill in the bottom just like that. Now we're going to get our black light. Now this is the fun part. You have to make sure your painting's completely dry before you start this, but now the painting's completely dry. We have our black light, then we have our glow-in-the-dark paint. The reason that we turn the palette upside down is because the glow-in-the-dark paint needs a real clean surface. So if you have anything that you can put the glow-in-the-dark paint on that's a really clean surface, that's what you want to do. Now you turn off the light, and you take the paint with your number 2 brush, and then you paint in the ghost. Ooh, that's pretty scary. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. He's coming alive. Ah! We're going to sign our painting. There we go. Paint the bats back in over the top of the glow-in-the-dark paint. Halloween ghost. Ooh, scary. Well, that's how you paint a Spirit of Halloween, a glow-in-the-dark painting. I hope you enjoyed the show. Until next time, happy Halloween.